Listen to me, you white trash piece of shit. You name the time, you name the place, you name the match, you name the stipulation, because it won't matter, because your ass is mine!
I don't want to pull it out because things get crazy. It was self-defense, I'm not gonna lie. He was poking me. I would do it again, I don't care. But the trouble is, I may have some legal issues coming my way. I gotta hire a liar of my own. But anyway, that's enough. Let's put that to bed because I'm gonna finish the announcement that I was making at the Times. You see, Bound for Glory, Sunday, October 12th, Lowell, Mass. It's going to be one-on-one for the TNA World Championship. Tricky Williams versus Mike Santana.
I don't know what irks me more. Either because you two got the same damn name or you're over here taking orders from man, what's his name? Paul Heyman? Yeah, I got you. You're taking orders from Paul Heyman, a.k.a. the Advocate, a.k.a. the Wise Man, a.k.a. the Orca. He built like one, a.k.a. in the world. He is. A.k.a. the words of the Tribal Chief, Dumbass.
Dominic Mysterio got his little buddy, that coffee bean Americano, to get involved in my match and cost me the Intercontinental Championship. And to be honest with you, it could have been my fault. You see, for the first time in my career, I've got no one watching my back. Gallows, Anderson, they're not here. Meechin, she's on SmackDown. It's like someone orchestrated a way for me not to win anymore. Not to have help. I'll let you make your own conclusions. By the way, we are here right now and all over the world, but the rest everybody isn't a commercial break. I'm telling you something that you're probably not supposed to hear, but somebody doesn't want me here.
Becky, this is exactly the situation I wanted to avoid because you know, and I know, and everybody knows, I would never put my hands on a lady. Thankfully, I got somebody who will.
In 3, 2, 1, clap.
Benoit balls.
I still think Kevin Sullivan did it.
I'm Aubrey Edwards. I'm not a wrestler.
Tony's quick sniffs of the week.
No, just my dickhead friends causing concussions and shit. All right, never mind.
JR's barbecue sauce. So good, half the face don't work.
With Hogan that close up on the fucking camera reminds me of my racist uncle. I know you ain't listening, but you know who you are, you fucking racist.
Uncle. Oh my God, for real, don't tell me that's his name.
Oh, no way. I was kidding. I swear to God. It was just the first thing that came to my head. It was the first thing.
Welcome to the Top of Wrestling with your hosts ODM and the Professor.
Good Wrestling Day! For so many reasons. Because today, it's the Top of Wrestling podcast. We appreciate you guys coming back here every week on iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, Pandora, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and the X. And hey, this week for the Top of Wrestling podcast, as we do every Wednesday, we got news, we got results, we got bringing to the table, we got the Monday Night Wars as we relive it 25 years later. And, you know, as we alluded to last week, only so many months left, technically, in the wars, because we are in the fall of 2000, and we know that end of March 2001 is when it's all said and done. This week actually had several moments that made me just laugh. Maybe out of because it's just how bad it was, or just, it was that bad. But also this week, it's our top topic. And this is the brainchild of ODM. Well, he has a couple of brainchilds on this show. The first was Monday Night Wars. And first couple of years seemed fun. And his other brainchild was, man, one day we should just do one episode where it's just non-wrestling. We just shoot the shit about whatever. That first one got weird. Next one got weird. And of course, here it is. It's non-wrestling 10, where it all began. I'm kind of going back to using, WrestleMania 10, where it all began. Anyway, hey, ODM, why don't you tell me how you're doing, how your weekend was?
What I'd like to have right now is for all you fumbling, bumbling Baltimore tryhards, keep the noise down while we show you what a real football team looks like. Hit the music.
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo. Let's go Buffalo.
You didn't say overweight.
Well, I had to change it a little bit. Bro, I'm sitting there.
Wow.
And I'm like, man. I'm excited. Oh, man, I hope they win so we get to say hit the music. And then the game progressed, and I'm like, fuck, we got to play the sad one tomorrow. I'm like, I don't even want to bring it up. And then fucking everything went down, and I'm like, holy shit, we get to say it.
I think I've decided I'm not going to do the sad one anymore unless when it comes to just if it's the end of the season, that's when you do it. I'm not going to play it in the weeks that were. Yeah. I don't need to hear that shit every week. It's sad. You got to keep thinking of Hulk Hogan and how sad it was for him during that video. I love that video package. It's my favorite thing. Anyway, I have to say that. So the game began 8:20. We decided to do the game on the projector on my in-laws' porch.
Oh, nice.
Well, my wife has to get up extremely early. So we always make a rule. I said, every time that you have gone to sleep before the game began, we lost. So, sorry. Take a fucking nap today. Don't give a shit what you need to do. Make sure you're there for the game. She watched the entire first quarter. Fair enough. You know those 1911 cider drinks?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. They sneak up on you.
Oh, yeah?
I slept a little bit of the third quarter. And it came down to father-in-law went to bed, wife went to bed. My mother-in-law is like, I'm tapping out. This is just too much. I can't do this anymore. I had a couple chicken nuggets, and she goes, this is just not going to turn around. Then she came back out, and she's like, well, I was kind of curious how things look. I go, well, there's, some glimpses, but I don't think it's really going to happen. She goes back, and she hears me just clapping. And I go, yeah, we're about to turn around and win this motherfucker. And
insane.
Hey, how about the kicker? Wednesday last week was fucking coaching his kids' team in Arizona, and they're like, hey, want to kick? It's the scabs, whatever you want to call them, from the replacements. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
It's hilarious.
The dude hit it at the right time.
Yeah, he had 3 field goals that day, yeah.
3 for 3.
Yeah.
And I was all for it. I couldn't believe it, man. But the AI things are fucking killing me. The video of Josh Allen being like, yeah, no, that's right. I am Lamar Jackson's daddy. Remember last year I fell for it? I was like, did he really just rip through everybody's quarterbacks? It's like that Kermit the Frog motherfucker, Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, fuck that dude. Fuck the Chiefs, too. They lost. Ha-ha.
Yeah, even better. So, and it's great because, just the beginning of the season, but also the last game at the Ralph. I'm not calling it anything else other than the Ralph.
Fuck yeah, it's the Ralph.
The last opener there. So, But let's move on, because for some reason, I think someone wrote in at one point and told us this is a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. I'm going to stop you right there.
Okay.
Because I saw you put that there, right? And I see the last bit of news that you put in there. Should we save those for non-wrestling, or do you want to go over them now?
The last two or the very first one?
The first one and the last one.
I'll do them both right now.
All right, fine.
I'm going to give you guys a little heads up. If you go to a baseball game and you just happen to kind of graze your finger on a foul ball, but someone really grips it better than you, I watched it way too many times. That bitch was a fucking Karen. To turn around and flip off the entire stadium, that I'm going to give you a little bit of gangster points. All right, because it's like if everybody's already booing you, lean into it and say fuck you.
Nah, she's just a cunt. That's all it is. That's all it is to it.
Yeah. But you know what? I say that because you know what? My senior fucking prom is when they gave out, most this, most that, best this, best that. I got moodiest. I turned around, grabbed my dick, and said, fuck you to the crowd. Like, you all voted for me for this? So I'm saying, lean in, throw some middle finger in the air. I'm okay. But really, no, she was a bitch. My favorite part of the whole situation was watching the guy. When she came over and approached him, he
was like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Thing.
Yeah,
I know, but and I get it. I get the startledness, but how he reacted with his hands in the air, I'm like, you're not good under pressure. If something happened and
to me, it looked like he was hamming it up
when he put his arms in the air at that point.
Yeah, it looked like he was hamming it up. He was just being funny with it. That's how it looked like to me, right? But and it's hilarious too because it's easy to call her a Karen because of what happened. But her haircut is legit the poster fucking haircut for Karens. 100%.
It's like she got a fresh cut before going.
Yeah, right. She's like, I'm gonna show all these motherfuckers who I am.
And I said this to my family over and over the weekend. We kept talking about it. Was it worth it? Was one ball? Was it worth waking up the next day and finding out you are public enemy number one? You are the biggest villain in the world. The dude gave it to his kid. It's not like it was a bunch of fucking drunk guys and shit like that she tried fighting it from. He walked over, gave it to his kid, and hugged him like, love you, son. And it's probably like, I'm only here and seeing you on the weekends, but whatever that was. But she fucking, like how she did it, was it worth it? It's not like it was Derek Jeter's last game and it was a fucking home run there. You know what I mean? Like, that ball means something. It's a mid-season game that meant dick. It's in Philly. You guys I don't know what the fucking Phillies are doing this year. I don't know if they're good or bad. Probably.
I thought they were in Florida. I thought the Marlins were home.
I don't even know. She was wearing a Phillies
she was.
Jersey.
I'm pretty sure it was in Florida.
I don't even know. Yeah,
but here's the thing: the kid made out because they gave him a bunch of merch, and he met the player that hit the home run and got a signed baseball bat from him.
A signed baseball bat.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Yep. That's fucking awesome. Yeah, so I mean, he made out like a bandit.
That shows you karma. When someone is losing their shit, and I've said this before, I truly believe it. When someone else is losing their shit in public, smile. gaslight that little motherfucker. Because everybody is pulling phones out. Everybody's recording your shit nowadays. So it's for the better to just act fine, because look how that little kid made out with it, or at least the father at that point.
Yeah, definitely. The memes have been great. Her stealing the golden ticket from Charlie.
Oh my God. That and what's it, like a golem looking thing. I like that someone AI generated her looking at the ball like ha ha ha, and also gave her a dead tooth, which is even better.
Oh, nice.
Now on the other hand here, sometimes I'm like, come on man, be nice, don't fuck with kids. But then when you're Raymond Cruz, or Tuco as we know him from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, he got arrested this past weekend for spraying his neighbor's kid with a hose. I'm sure it was probably like a trespassing thing, probably something like that. Either way, I laughed so fucking hard at that. He's like, you're right, Justice. I'm going to give him Colombian neckties. Fuck it. I'm going to spray him with a hose.
I'm sure he'll fucking cut a promo on it. This is the most ridiculous thing. Why? He got arrested for spraying a kid with a hose. What a bunch of pussies we are.
That is 100% for water being sprayed on you. Like, oh my God.
Kid
like,
probably went in the house screaming bloody murder. You know, like,
do you think after
fuck?
you got done spraying, you went, yeah, look at that, man. Look at that. Whoa. Tight. He put it on Jetstream.
Yeah. He could have taken an eye out.
His dad comes out yelling. He's like, let me get this straight. I spray the piss out of your little mule boy. All right, let's move into real wrestling shit, because I'll be honest with you. I said to you on Thursday last week, I'm ready to cut a promo and start recording right now on Matt Riddle. But I had to wait. I'll save it up. And it's funny because I ended up watching a video of Booker T talking about it on his podcast just this morning. And Booker T said, you will never make it to the top ever again. Your remarks, your words, you'll likely never step foot in the WWE ever again.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Now, Matt Riddle has claimed that Goldberg is a shitty wrestler. And all of us kind of claim that. But at the same point, can you deny what Goldberg did in the business? Merch seller, the streak, everything he did. I mean, he was a fucking hot commodity for a couple of years in the Attitude Era. No different than Stone Cold. Stone Cold, everybody thinks that Stone Cold had such a major reign. It was like 96 to 2001. You know what I mean? It's not like a major thing. For, Goldberg, or for Riddle to talk shit on Goldberg, okay, I'm fine with. His remarks, and it's not because I'm just a punk mark, his remarks about CM Punk as of late are like, more like, why? What the fuck do you even need to say? And he said, yeah, I heard from a lot of people there. People aren't really liking his vibe still being backstage. Meanwhile, other reports are like, CM Punk and Seth Rollins have actually been seen having lunch together as of recent. And that's not bullshit. I read that, which made me laugh. I was like, okay, because they're like, you know what? Fuck, we're a lot alike in many ways, whatever. And let's make some money. And you can't tell me this whole husband-wife versus husband-wife feud isn't having you intrigued. You're like, I'm in. It's good shit.
Mm-hmm.
All of this being said, and Riddle saying, Punk, that he's a pussy. I could beat him. There's no way he could fight me. And he's a creep. You ever notice he's always hanging around all the girls in NXT? Which is like, and he
main
mentioned
roster
Cora
too.
Jade. Right, true. But the point is like, okay, I saw him with a picture with AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, which was great. It was a picture of AJ and Lee. Thought that was fucking hysterical. I've heard not one other person, minus Drew McIntyre staying in character, being like, he's a piece of shit. No one is bitching about Punk. Everybody's saying the morale, everything he's doing backstage, like, it's his best run ever already, because just on, well, a couple of storylines, but also his input and his impact to the industry. I gotta say this too. Well, a couple other quick things. First, then Riddle ends up following up with AJ Lee. Yeah, I heard she got around. You heard.
Yeah.
You heard. And you weren't there 10 years ago. Look at, nobody wanted you in UFC. You got kicked out of there. Fucking Dana White didn't want you there. You were in WWE and you were let go. You were part of a tag team with Randy Orton. So you're pretty fucking mainly pushed and you were still let go. Yeah, and he said all that, like, another thing Riddle said was all that Me Too bullshit accusations.
I saw that, yeah.
Why? Because you got caught? Is that kind of what it is? I mean, like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be, whatever one side, but I'm like, is the only reason you're going to say that is, were you caught? But outside of that, the dude is a fucking douchebag because all before all of this, on August 31st, this dickhead decided to no-show Global Wrestling Kingdom, GWK, which is in the UK, and it was a charity event. He was set to be there and no-showed and said he was unhappy with the flight and hotel accommodations.
Yeah, he didn't want to go as early as they booked him because he didn't want to just sit around. And then he made a claim that it wasn't even really a charity event. Just went on this rambling thing. Yeah, it was pretty transparent.
But what the best part is that follows over that, he was actually canceled for a couple of events that were coming up, just following right after that.
Good.
And dude, he's never. I agree with Booker T. You fucked yourself. You've sealed your fate. You'll never make it to the big times again. So everything you do, enjoy it on the indies, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody liked you really a whole lot when you were in WWE. Me personally, didn't care. Never gave a fuck about Riddle.
NXT, I thought he was all right at the beginning.
It was okay.
But he
best thing he ever did was say bro to Goldberg when he asked him not to call him bro. It's the only thing I can actually tell you.
Yep, pretty much. No, and then he went on a rant about he's tired of all this. I think when he was talking about the Me Too movement, he's like, I'm just going to make money off my OnlyFans because I've got a big cock. Yeah.
Says no guy who's ever had a big cock.
Right. So there's that.
All right, so from one bitch to another, Ronda Rousey, she had a couple of claims this past week. All right, first of all, some of these are going to kill you. The first is that she said she really felt WWE did not invest that much effort and time into the main event of WrestleMania 35. Okay. It was heavily pushed and produced that it was the very first ever women's main event.
Oh, yeah.
Now, yes, this fucking pay-per-view went 7 hours or whatever it was. But it was extremely pushed. And she even mentioned, she's like, well, I was still bleeding in my leg or I was still cutting my leg because of the angle we did on Raw where I had to kick out the window because she was in the back of the cop car. But then she said that the only reason she feels she was even put in the match is because they really needed the real star power because nobody wanted to see Becky and Charlotte for the 900th time. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I would have taken Becky Charlotte one-on-one in the main event and been fine with it. It probably would have been a much better match. Mm-hmm. Actually, who botched the ending? Ronda Rousey, with her lifting her shoulders rather than keeping them down. And she admits, she goes, I thought I had to reposition them because I felt like they weren't fully down. Great job.
Okay.
And then another thing that really annoyed me is that she said it bothered her that she had to work with Alexa Bliss. Because how believable is it that Alexa Bliss could even be a contender against her? And she said the only reason they put her in that position is because Alexa Bliss had so much in merch sales. What is the E in WWE, bitch?
Bingo.
I mean, it's the whole reason Jey Uso has been where he's at, and we're fine with it. We get it. We've rolled with it. We're going to talk about him soon. But my point being is, that's why Alexa was there, man. Like, it's 100%. And to say it's not a believable thing. This isn't a real fucking fight, you dumb bitch. Mm-hmm. This isn't the UFC. And she said that she really feels that she'll never get the credit that she deserves in the business. Yes, I do believe that is 100% true. I think the best thing she ever did. I was going to say done and did, so it came out dud. The only thing that she ever did the best was actually at WrestleMania 31 for me. When The Rock called her out of the crowd while Shayna Baszler, Marina Shafir, and everybody else were there. She hopped over, got in the ring, and did an armbar to Stephanie. Leading into a couple years later with her being at WrestleMania and all that stuff. But that was her best thing, man. She hasn't done shit. I don't think she's done anything better for the business. Fuck me. God damn, I'm going to say this. Freddie Monet has done a lot more for the business than Ronda Rousey has.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey didn't bring eyes to the entertainment. I really don't think so. Or to the business.
No, for a while there, I think I was mildly impressed at the get-go. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But,
it was exciting.
Yeah, exactly. But it trailed off because she was supposed to be the heel, but she would still smile on the way to the ring like she was happy to be there. And her promos just always didn't cut it, So
her promos were cringe. I actually just remembered the Survivor Series in Los Angeles where it was her and Charlotte Flair. It was supposed to be Becky. Becky had the broken nose from Nia Jax.
Right.
And after she's being booed out of the Staples Center, which is her home, she turns and looks at a guy and goes, "You're not a man." Because he must have been saying something. He could have been anything in the world, but he goes, "You're not a man." Oh, that was a fun time. So yeah, fuck Ronda Rousey. Fuck Matt Riddle. I'm glad neither of them are really going to be back in the business anytime soon.
Yep, well, we're better off without him.
100%. I gotta say, I'd seen a couple of trailers, things like that, for the movie, The Smashing Machine, which is The Rock's new movie. Did you see it's debuting on Rotten Tomatoes at 100%?
Yeah, and he got a standing ovation at the Cannes Film Festival. Like a 5-minute standing ovation.
I'm interested, okay.
Yeah, and he apparently gave up steroids for a little bit.
Oh, okay, that's why he couldn't come out.
Have you seen the pictures of him?
I did.
Yeah, he lost like 30 pounds. I'm guessing it was muscle.
Yes. Speaking of dropping things, it's been 2 weeks. Bully Ray was the world champion for House of Glory, and he dropped the title right back to Zilla Fatu. Okay, thanks for that. It is set that it's October 13th is the King of Pro Wrestling event, and that will be for the IWGP Championship, Konosuke Takeshita against Zack Sabre Jr. So, very, very, very early in the morning on October 13th. Do not get online, ODM.
I'm staying off social media.
And this one, I think, is a solid move. When you were on USA, you could not have the ability to change your schedule. As we've seen with Netflix, for Raw, SmackDowns, they are able to start at 12, 3, whatever time they want to if they're in another country. And they are being smart against Monday Night Football. And WWE has decided that Raw will now begin at 7 p.m.
Kind of like that.
All for it.
Yeah.
Oh, god damn, am I all for that. Look, I said this about the Bills game. I was on the West Coast the last couple of years. Every primetime game, when everybody's like, "Oh, it's so late. I had to stay up so late." I'm like, shit ended at 8 or 9 for me. I was fine. The other night was rough, right?
Yeah.
And so even for Raw, same kind of thing. So you want to start at 7? Kudos. Thank you very much. Signed an old man. Recent injury news. This is just this is AEW. I didn't know put into.
Yeah, I couldn't help but laugh when I saw it. I hate to be, it's not that I wish any harm on the guy, but damn, you got to be fucking kidding me.
I didn't want to put it. I was like, do I put this under injury or do I put this under TK's quick sniffs of the week? Because I didn't know. Wardlow, who came back at the pay-per-view last week, tore his pectoral muscle. He was out with an injury for a year, came back, and was immediately injured right away. I feel bad for him. He's done.
Yeah.
He'll never be anything that he ever was at least 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The most set he ever was Revolution when he handed that ring to Punk and officially severed ties with MJF. He was over as fuck. You could have pushed him to the moon and a world championship if you wanted to. And, well, you know, and here's why. Here is TK's quick sniffs of the week. This one made me laugh. This one came out the day that we released our episode last week. Tony decided, since WWE is going to be doing their PLE on ESPN, their first one, which is Wrestlepalooza, he said, well, rather than going 8 p.m. to 8 p.m. on a Saturday night, I'm going to move All Out to 3 p.m. First, if I was a ticket holder, I really feel like I'd be a little pissed off. A couple of weeks away, and I'm like, you're changing a lot on me right now, whether it's babysitters, this, that, whatever the case is. I forgot. Never mind. It's a bunch of little kids that like this shit. Not little kids, but, you know, guys who live in their basement. They don't have kids.
Yeah, never mind.
So the funny thing for me is this is my moving day. This is the day I'm going to be moving. So I'll miss both pay-per-views. Obviously no spoilers, but it's not like I really give a shit about either one too much. I mean, I think Wrestlepalooza is a stacked show and will be probably more watched than All Out. And we're going to get to that in just a couple minutes as to why. I'm going to run down the card. AEW did have their lowest Dynamite ratings ever.
I feel like we've been saying that a lot lately, week to week.
It's sad. I know. I actually go, didn't we cover this? Nope, it's a new number. Less than 500,000 viewers in between the ages of 18 to 49.
The key demo.
And I believe the actual number was like 420-something. Or maybe 470-something. Either way. Wow.
Terrible.
I mean, reruns of things are probably getting better ratings.
Seinfeld. I'd rather watch reruns of Seinfeld than this, you know?
Exactly. And why have 3 commentators when you can have 4? Bryan Danielson now joins the full-time commentating team, which that's Tony Schiavone, Taz, ex-Krababer, and now Bryan Danielson.
Sure.
It's going to be a mess. They're all going to be talking over each other like they already are now.
Yeah, it's terrible. We've never been huge fans of the 3-man booth, let alone 4. So
the only time I like a 3-man booth is a special person for that exact match.
Yeah, definitely.
Whether it's a wrestler or a manager to, you know, kind of push a feud like that, I'm okay. And Uncle Dave's claims of the week, he gave Bandito and Hechicero, or whatever. Did I get it right?
Hechicero. Now, I wanna go ahead, and then I'll loop back on that. Go ahead.
That Death Before Dishonor match, the one I told you where he last week
said
gave
it was pretty
him
good.
a suplex on the barricade outside. It was a pretty decent match. He gave him 5.5 stars.
All right, so what
He's
did
just
you
tossing
give
them
it?
out like cookies to this company at this point.
Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. It doesn't mean anything. They're as meaningless as titles.
Now, what did you want to say?
Okay. Hechicero. I was thinking about it. When I was listening to the episode last week, I heard it, and I was like, huh. So I was trying to break down what it means. So, hecho means to make, right? That's what it means in Spanish. Cero means 0. So I'm wondering if the name is supposed to be made of nothing.
Okay, so Bandito and to make 0
Yeah.
got 5.5 stars.
Bandito and to make 0 equals 5.5.
Well, from one part of the crappy wrestling company to the other. Here's how well their star power is heading into All Out. All Out used to be big, man. We loved All Out.
Yeah.
And right now, your TNT champion, Kyle Felcher, is going to be challenging Hangman Page. Kenny's out. Swerve's out. Ospreay's out. There's not a whole lot of star power, and we're going to talk about the actual card in just a minute, but Kenny Omega was written off TV because of the Don Callis mid-card family. And even to the point where Tony Khan had to come by ringside and act extremely worried for his
He did the
his friend
Ultimate
Kenny.
Warrior run.
Oh, he did. He absolutely did. Both of them fueled on coke. MJF and Mark Briscoe are now officially set to face at All Out. And it's funny because MJF should have been on his honeymoon because he just got married last week. And here's how much of a fucking mark Tony Khan is for his own wrestlers. He moved the Death Before Dishonor date 1 full week earlier so that he and some of the other wrestlers could attend MJF's wedding.
Yeah, makes sense. For
That
him.
says a lot.
Yeah.
It's business, man. You set something, you work with it.
Oh, and pictures with all the
Anyway.
heels and the faces. Oh, that's right. They don't have heels and faces, so never mind. I
Yep.
guess it doesn't matter.
Everyone's a pillar.
Have you seen the woman that they signed to Ring of Honor?
I don't think so. Maybe,
The
I don't know, probably.
The 6'3" volleyball player? Oh, Jesus. All right. You
No.
continue. I'll find a picture.
You'll send it.
Send it.
And Mark Briscoe actually is going to be naming the stipulation likely tonight on Dynamite. And your favorite girl, Riho, made her return last week. And she's
Yeah, I
set
saw
to face
that.
Freddie Monet at
So
All
bad.
Out. It's just another person. They ran out of competitors for Monet to keep her championship against. So they're bringing back Riho just so she has someone to fight. And don't worry, ODM, I already put it in the Professor Called It column. I was right. Santino Marella, he is the enforcer of TNA Impact. He has made it official. Trick Williams will be defending the Ring of Honor Championship one more time at Bound for Glory against Mike Santana.
Yay.
Yay, nothing, man. You know Mike Santana's winning this. There's no way an NXT guy
Oh,
needs
that
to carry
no.
it this long.
I know, absolutely. I'm excited for that, and I hope it happens. I'm talking more about Santino Marella.
Oh, he's the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all the times.
Oy vey.
Anyway, so on SmackDown, John Cena opens it up. We are in Chicago. Everybody's all there eating it up. And Sami Zayn comes out to an incredible amount of boos. Wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. But that's what I like about a Chicago crowd. They let you know really how the real person feels.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena turned it around in a really cool way, I will say. You know, it's solid booze, and he goes, it must be 5 o'clock somewhere, because I love me some booze. Solid turnaround
Get
on
it?
it. Yeah, no, it was great. Perfect. Zayn says he, with the permission of John Cena, he wants to bring back the U.S. Open Challenge, but he also wants Cena to be in that U.S. Open Challenge. The most fucked up part of this match was, first, he did a lot of homage, again, to people that he has been in the ring with. He tried doing an RKO. He did the slithering and getting right near Sami Zayn, getting ready for the RKO, but actually got pushed away. However, he did a spear, and he did the pulling of the hair, the bouncing of his ass off of the bottom turnbuckle. It's 100% to a T. Edge, Adam Copeland, Cope, Legend, whatever the fuck we're calling him these days. And Michael Cole goes, oh, shades of his rival, Roman Reigns. And then everybody online started fucking with it. They're like, shades of his biggest rival, Goldberg, or shades of his rival, Jey Uso. And, dude, it was 100% Edge, but they can't say Edge. And then Wade Barrett goes, well, another person from Canada that we know. And Michael Cole just fucking went right over it. And he's like, anyway.
I'm not talking about it.
Only for Brock Lesnar to come out and F5 both guys. And my favorite part was Brock Lesnar. They come back to commercial. You see him coming through Gorilla. Hey, John Cena, I'll see you at Wrestlepalooza, bitch. Just, that's it.
That's all you need.
End of story. We're having this match. I'm all for you. Exactly. That's all you need. This was a very simple show. If you watched SmackDown, it was all based around your last part of the night, which was AJ Lee's return. Rollins in the rafters. Becky comes to the ring. Then Punk comes out. I did like when Punk came out, he did not acknowledge Rollins at any point. Never looked at him. Refused to. And then all the stuff with Becky, she again starts doing the slapping of the face. He comes out of the ring. I told you this off to the side. I said I didn't like how the constant teasing. I could ask a Bailey. I could ask for a Rhea Ripley. You know, and I'm like, come on, don't like tease it too much because we know where you're going. Maybe it more of like a, but as you had said, well, the fucking merch team already fucked it up. Don't worry, after this Friday night, we'll have lots of AJ Lee merchandise for you, sir. Because the one guy being like, well, I wish you would sell some stuff. And they're like, we'll have it. But, gets out of the ring and says, I obviously have someone. Look, when Light It Up hit, crowd lost their shit, man. And I fell right back into liking AJ Lee on TV. Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. She was a good wrestler in an era that was a lot of divas.
Absolutely.
And it's funny, I saw a list of things like before, or while AJ's been gone, we didn't have a Rumble. We didn't have tag team championships, Intercontinental champions, Queen of the Ring, all this shit. So it's great to see her back. And it was just solid, honestly. And I'm not going to lie, my favorite part first is that when she finally got up to the ring, now Punk looks up at Rollins and just starts flipping him off.
Fucking awesome. Revenge from Survivor Series.
Yes. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, nice. But even more so, man, and call me a softie, you can't tell me it wasn't great just to watch him look proud as fuck, to see her, and he was standing front row in the moment of his wife having a 10-year return. Crowd lost their shit. He was just smiling ear to ear, and I was like, it's a cool moment, man. I liked it all. Which obviously brought us over to Raw. Now, and we did see AJ has signed a multi-year contract. She's in full-time. She's not here to do a one-off.
Yeah.
And the amount of time that she spent holding the Intercontinental Championship on SmackDown and then, of course, wearing it on Raw, I think it's a sign of things to come, in my eyes.
You would think so, yeah. It sounds like that she's going to be like a cornerstone of the women's division. Black Widow's a great finisher. It'll be interesting to see how it works with the newer generation. But one thing I want to bring up real quick, I sent this to you. It was a tweet from a guy, The Revolution 2022. Okay. This is and he posts a screen cap of AJ Lee's cage match ratings and says everyone in the AEW women's division has a better match resume than this woman. Quite possibly the most overrated and overhyped female I've ever seen in my life, simply because of who she's married to. You realize cage match is just a bunch of marks that rate shit, right?
Right, but it was also, she was facing Alicia Fox.
Yeah,
she
Alicia
was facing
Fox.
Brie Bella. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep.
she was facing dog shit competitors.
Right.
She was a great character. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say, all came out on Raw. She was her. I am your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. As soon as she said that, I was like, oh, that's solid. It's just as good as the tell me when I'm telling lies. And she got a fucking therapy chant. She got people to chant the word therapy. That's a first.
Yeah,
I thought it was
hopefully
cool.
it'll last.
Yeah, extreme. Yeah, I agree with that. My favorite part was, Becky, we could have been friends, but then you had to go and motorboat my husband, and I put my hands in the air. I told ODM it was a motorboat.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Rollins comes in to get Becky's title, and she jumps over it and stands in front of it and does the same thing Becky was doing to Punk just on Raw last week. Punk comes out, stands behind Becky. Dude, all of it, I mean, the near GTS was perfect, and all they want is that tag match, and they agree to it. Hey, here, take your Intercontinental Championship back. Crowd lost their shit, man. I loved it. I'm a very big fan of her being back, I can't praise it enough. Like I said, there are a lot of bland personalities, I feel like, when it comes to the women division. Scratch that. There's a lot of bland personalities and characters when it comes to wrestling in general. Everybody's just a wrestler nowadays. So someone like AJ, who acts like she has a crazy side, or maybe just instills into the real one that's there, I love it. She's great. Also on Raw, I'm going to go ahead and say Jey Uso pretty much turned heel, kind of, technically, by super kicking LA Knight.
They've been slowly teasing it over the last couple weeks.
Smart move.
I don't know, man.
Because he was about to get stale. I think it's an extremely great
stale.
Move. Well, okay, I'm saying more than everybody who likes it. Come on. If you went to a show, would you be eating?
No.
You're a liar. You're a goddamn liar. You're a motherfucking liar. You'd be eating your whole drive there.
Nah.
Eating your pants.
Mm-hmm. Wait till I get home for that.
Rusev, I want to use the word upset Penta. Penta's been on a solid-ish win streak over the last however long, right? He's been pretty decently pushed. But they let Rusev take this win. He's already doing extremely better in the last couple of weeks than he did in his entire AEW run.
Oh, yeah, and that's not a hard thing to do.
No.
I was at Wheezy's. I think we were outside having a smoke, and I came in and I saw that match, and I'm like, huh. I said, that's an odd matchup. I said, Whiskey Man was there. I said, I feel like Rusev has to take this. Right? Penta can eat a loss, especially to Rusev. You know? So I think it was the right call.
I agree. The issue with if you are a Netflix subscriber in, I think, internationally or whatever the case is, some things you can see in commercial breaks and some things you can't. AJ Styles did his own little version of a pipe bomb, if you call it, his own rant, and bringing up things that are real. Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson, they're no longer here with me anymore. Michin, she's over on SmackDown. Someone here doesn't want me here anymore. Now, you can very easily say the name is Triple H.
Right.
But doesn't he have real life heat with Paul Heyman?
I didn't know that.
Get moved? If I am not mistaken, and Buster, please fact check this one for me. They did have some real life heat, and he wanted to leave SmackDown to head to Raw at one point because he didn't want to be around Heyman anymore.
Really? Yeah, so I just went to Reddit. I'll do your research for you now. It says, somebody asks, I recall reading AJ Styles criticized Paul Heyman over the release of the Good Brothers in 2020. Yeah, that's all I really see. So there definitely seem to be some
some beef
stuff going on.
I don't know if
Maybe
he's leading
beefing
into a storyline, is what I'm trying to get to. Maybe he's going to be trying to go after Rollins at one point. Why can't he go after the World Championship?
Sure.
Just saying, I don't think it's necessarily Triple H. He's been feuding with Dom nonstop, and all of a sudden now he just has a random rant out of nowhere.
And
this is
here's the
leading to
thing.
something.
Yeah, exactly, and it's 100% of work because WWE posted it to their fucking YouTube channel.
I know. That was the other thing. Someone was like, Triple H is apparently really upset that AJ Styles did this. I go, I watched this on the YouTube channel of WWE. And then even more so, then you see people, he's obviously going to be going to AEW. Oh, you fuckers. You're the reason I don't get on social media.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So here we go. Let's talk about it real quick. We have the same day, two different shows, one at 3, one at 8, coming up next Saturday. So you got AEW All Out. So far, we got Hangman Adam Page defending against Kyle Felcher for the World Championship. FTR against Edge and Christian. The Hurt Syndicate, which is Bobby Lashley, Shelton Benjamin, and Christ, why am I blanking on the other guy? Doesn't matter. Against Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. There's a coffin match between John Moxley and Darby Allin. Hope both of them end up in there. TBS title, Freddie Monet defending against Riho.
I hope
And the women's.
I hope the ring collapses and buries both of them.
And then the women's championship, Toni Storm, she called out all 4 of these competitors. She wants to take on Thelka. I know it's not her name. Chris Statlander and Jamie Hayter. Give me 3 of your best low-card to mid-card wrestlers, please, and I will beat them all in one night. Thank you. And Wrestlepalooza, Women's World Championship, the vacant one. That is Stephanie Vacour against Io Sky. Brock Lesnar against John Cena. CM Punk and AJ Lee against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch. And the Usos versus the Bronze.
That's going to be the main event, right?
Probably. No. I got to be honest with you. I don't know what they're going to end with. They could end with Cena Lesnar, but it's also AJ's very first match back. I'm calling probably they're going to end with Cena Lesnar.
Yeah, that would be my guess.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, I have a real funny story that kind of involves you.
Oh, boy.
So let's go to the table.
Just bring it, bitch! Oh my God!
Good news, ODM. Nearly an hour in. We're still recording. I am fucking notorious for one main thing. And it is texting the wrong person.
Okay. That could be a dangerous game right there.
Oh, yeah. I texted a boss one time when I was trying to text you. I go, I can't believe they decided to close it with John Cena and Triple H. It was like a Survivor Series a couple of years ago. And he goes, can you please get to work?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I know. One time I actually was texting my wife. I'm really irritated with that boy. I've been trying. I call wanting to do things, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, he's just annoying the fucking piss out of me. And that boy screenshotted it and just sent it back to me. And I was like, oh.
Well, there you go.
Well, got another one I could put in the books from September of 2025. I got a guy, right?
I
wasn't able to watch It's Always Sunny. My wife and I together decided to watch episode 1, which is the Abbott Elementary crossover. We watched the 1, and then I said, I'm going to wait until I get everything from my guy, and we'll be able to watch it. And I got everything last week. And I did a quick little click. Let's make sure everything works all right, just to, before, saying, hey, you got everything, we're fine. And within a minute, I kind of fell into episode 2. And I texted you. I said, is episode 2 what we're talking about? And you go, yes, it is. And then I end up... All right, anybody who hasn't watched Sunny this season, just, don't, I guess, pay attention to
spoilers.
This next part. Hang on, this is really bad. Hang on, let me find this.
That's all right. We're just doing a show here. When you said you were notoriously bad about one thing, I was going to say, what, podcasting?
Wow. Cunt. Anyway, no, because you need to hear how bad this one. I wrote, Jesus fucking Christ. First, I called he was the cake the moment I saw him based off him liking the show. But dude, these stages and the drug guy, Simon, fuck me with your ideas. Spit on it. I lost it at the Narcan. Then my wife sends a text back with just a question mark. By the way, we're supposed to wait and watch the show together.
Oh. So you just busted yourself.
100%. Like, bad. And I was like, oh my God. I go, I'm a piece of shit. I'm not going to lie. I watched the episode. And she's like, babe. And I was like, shit. I still copy and paste it and just sent it to you at that point. It was like, well, I might as well still tell Joe.
Yeah, I remember getting that text. Yes. Have you watched any more?
No, man. I'm afraid to.
Okay. All right. Let's check in.
No, But I was like, oh my God, and I gave out. It's especially when I'm saying, I'm like, he was the cake. Narcan. She's going through 5 stages
Fuck
of
me
grief.
with your ideas.
Fuck me with your ideas. Spit on it. I was like, it was the most random thing, and no wonder she sent a question mark back. Yo, okay. I don't look when I text, apparently. I'm just like, probably same guy, whatever.
That'd be dangerous. Yeah. Be dangerous.
I know. Yeah.
How many times have you texted your coworkers, I love you, instead of texting your wife?
I actually did it to an entire group, my entire division. It was only 6 of us. Once I texted I love you to everybody. And the other one, I accidentally recorded and sent sound message of me and my wife talking about, I was like, you know what makes me happy when I'm feeling down? She goes, weed. And I go, Taco Bell. And somehow I sent it to the fucking group. And it was too faint for anybody to really hear it. Apparently, they go, yeah, what was that? I couldn't hear it. And I go, But I knew what I said.
Yeah, tonight sounds like a great night for Taco Weed and Bell.
Taco Weed. Taco Weed and a Bell. All right, man. What do you got this week?
Well, I, along with Miss ODM and one of my kids, we went to the movies the other day, and we saw a movie we've been wanting to see. Saw Weapons.
I'm not familiar.
It's the one where all the kids get up. All the kids in this one class get up out of bed at 2:17 in the morning. They all leave through the front door and run off into the darkness and disappear.
I already hate it. I fucking hate kids in any movie.
Yeah, but they disappear, so you don't see them.
Oh, okay. I thought like they were all going to start taking over the world. All right.
Oh, no, that would be Children of the Corn you're thinking. But anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, I won't give too much
away.
That's
where it began.
Yeah. This is supposed to be a horror movie. I came out a little disappointed. One, because the ending was just very abrupt and unsatisfying. And two, I guess I expected it to be more horror-ish. But
Sure.
It was more of like a mental thriller, and it was very long and drawn out. I mean, it was good. The one thing I'll say is that it's a POV movie. So you get different people's perspectives, and you see how they overlap and shit, kind of like Go.
Yeah.
You know,
there's some things I like to watch with that kind of camera view.
Yeah. So no, God damn it. Way to ruin it.
I am going to pivot. Have you watched either of the Smile movies yet?
Nah.
Man, you need to.
I will. I plan on it. It's on the list.
Telling you, man, 2 fucked me up in the theater. Like,
oh yeah,
I actually had a couple of jumps. I was like, nobody saw that.
I did like their marketing campaign at the baseball games. They would just have random fans with the smiling, and they would just zoom in on them. It's pretty clever.
I'm just gonna start going to events and doing it for fun.
I'm sure that'll last half a day or so.
All right, man. Well, it could be the absolute worst thing that ever happened on this date in history. Let's go to the wars.
Monday Night Wars!
Okay, no matter how you look at it, tonight, you and I have to function as a team, a tag team. Regardless of who becomes #1 contender, tonight is about you and I working together. Hey, I understand you don't play well with others. Maybe that started at an early age. Maybe you weren't the most well-liked on the playground. Maybe your report card read does not get along with others. Maybe you were the last one picked at kickball. But that doesn't matter, because tonight is about The Rock and Undertaker and us tearing them apart. Understand?
Benoit, I was never picked last.
What?
In kickball, I was never picked last.
No disqualification, here they come!
25 years ago today, it was probably one of the better September 11th. And that's what it was. It was Monday Night Raw and WCW Nitro 9/11 2000. Was it a disaster? Let's find out.
Oh, buddy, it was. And I can't wait to get to Nitro. But we'll start with Raw, as we typically do.
after 7 takes of trying to get into this one.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Come see about me, man. Raw's in Phoenix, Arizona. Foley comes to the ring. He talks about Austin returning. Austin did the interview on SmackDown, said he was going to show up at Unforgiven, and he's going to find out who ran him over. Foley says it doesn't have to happen at Unforgiven. I'm going to make my own formal investigation and interrogation. And it's easier to face me than Austin, so culprit, why don't you come out? And Rock comes out, and Foley's all upset thinking it was The Rock, and Rock just says, no, I admit it. I admit this is the biggest half-ass investigation ever. Puts Austin over a little bit, and Rock says he's there for payback because Kane chokeslammed him on SmackDown. So he challenges Kane for the title at Unforgiven. Benoit comes to the ring, says he's the best wrestler in the world. Cut a pretty decent promo. He says, I beat Rock once, I deserve a title shot. Kane comes to the ring. Taker comes to the top of the ramp. And he says, talking about number one contenders, don't forget about the old dead man. So Kane and Taker brawl, Benoit and Rock brawl. And Foley actually eats a lariat from Kane, goes over the top rope. It's a pull apart. It's a free-for-all. You get Mick Foley with Michael Cole, says he's going to name a number one contender by the end of the night, and tonight all 4 will face off in a tag match. It's going to be Kane and Benoit versus Rock and Taker. Next, you get the Dudleys versus the Hardys. Edge and Christian join commentary. Edge interferes. His intent was to screw the Hardys, but Matt ended up landing on top of Bubba. Edge and Christian beat down the Hardys post-match, but the Dudleys take Edge and Christian out. Edge eats a 3D through a table, sort of. The table didn't break, it fell. It didn't work out this time. They can't all be winners. Next, you get Lita versus Ivory for the women's title. They show Charles Barkley's in the front row. And then Naked Midian shows up. The distraction gives Lita a chance for the moonsault, which she fell very short on, and she retained anyway. Kirk Angel goes to see Mick Foley. Angle's facing TNA in a handicap match tonight. He says, well, why the hell isn't Triple H? Why has Triple H got the night off? And Foley says, I'll book Triple H in a match if you stop talking. And then we see his commissioner desk is on the back of a flatbed that the arena uses. So it just drives off.
He really was probably the best part of Raw throughout all this time as a commissioner.
Yeah.
He was, the first one that was actually, that we've seen in a while. Because McMahon was our main figurehead, but before
at HBK
that,
for a little bit.
Yeah, but that was only
every once in a while,
every 6 weeks when he wasn't pilled the fuck up. The last one was really Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it's been a minute since we've had a good GM that's there weekly being involved.
There'll never be another Jack Tunney.
Yes, Jack Tunney.
Yeah, right.
There's a great meme out there. It says, when this man popped up on your TV, you knew shit was about to get real.
Yeah, for real, right? Absolutely. Absolutely. We get an Eddie and Chyna recap. Chyna saw the video of Eddie smiling when she told him to keep the title. Eddie's trying to apologize earlier in the night. Chyna kicks him out, then forgives him. And Eddie says he wants to dance, a.k.a. wrestle. And he's like, how about Too Cool? He's like, Chyna's like, nah, they're friends of ours. He's like, no. We'll dance, and then we'll dance. So we get that match. Too Cool win. We get a dance party. Then Eddie just turns on Too Cool, takes him out with the title. Rikishi makes the save. And Rikishi's about to stink face Eddie, but so Chyna has the tough decision to make. She grabs the title and clocks Rikishi in the head. All right, Triple H tells Stephanie to stay in the back for his match, so he goes out to the ring. Cut to Eddie and Chyna. Eddie's defending himself. Chyna says she's going to be on the cover. And then Chyna uses this opportunity to tell Eddie she's going to be on the cover of Playboy. And like, you're not talking about nude pictures, are you? And he loses his temper.
Your tatas.
Yeah, and he does such a great job because he's getting so amped up and upset that he's stammering and he's not able to form like a full sentence. But you get what he's getting at. Exactly. It was fantastic. It was really well done. It's just like the photo shoot was.
We're never going to get to it. I need to say this. We'll never get to this because we don't watch it at that time. I just watched a video that popped up of how good Eddie Guerrero is. In 2003 or 4, he gets sprayed with something in the eyes, And he's like, I can't see, Holmes. And all the refs are trying to talk to him. And the ref's holding up 3 fingers. He goes, I can't see, man. He looks at the other ref and goes, can you tell him I can't see the 3 fingers he's holding up, man? Fucking Eddie is solid. So I love it, man. I love Latino heat.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So anyway, we cut back, and then Triple H's opponent is Jericho. Triple H is about to hit a pedigree. Stephanie comes down the ramp, and the distraction allows Jericho to set up the walls. But instead, he launches Triple H in the corner. Then Angle comes to the ring. He grabs Steph by the arm, wants to bring her to the back, starts dragging her. Triple H sees it and goes after Angle. And then X-Pac shows up for reasons and attacks Jericho. Triple H gets DQ'd, and he confronts X-Pac post-match.
You could physically abuse women. Man.
Yeah, I remember that. Next, you get the Good Father and Bull Buchanan versus the Acolytes. Val Venus shows up at the top of the ramp with a chair. Right to censor win. Val Venus comes in, and he hits a heat shot to Bradshaw, and then a shot to Farouk. Richards comes in, and Val Venus is now part of Right to Censor.
Which doesn't change his name. Godfather had to go to Good Father.
Yeah.
Val Venus should have had some form of a punny name to his change, too. Or change to
Well,
his
you got
Bull
Buchanan, which made no fucking sense, because, so, I mean, fuck it. Al Snow comes to the ring. He's the European champ, and he's dressed in lederhosen, and he's holding a picture of David Hasselhoff. He leaves it with commentary. He's defending the European title against Taz. Taz throws Snow over the desk into Lawler's lap, and Lawler smashes the picture on Taz's head. Snow gets the roll-up win. Taz cuts a promo post-match and says, no more. I'm the outsider, right? Well, I'm tapping out. Just another victim to the WWF. And he storms off.
So I'll see you next week as a commentator.
Yeah, probably. Next, you get Kirk Angel versus TNA with Trish. He dedicates the match to Stephanie. Triple H watching Angle get his ass kicked. He's loving it. And he turns to tell Stephanie, hey, are you seeing this? And she's not there. So he storms out. Trish goes after Angle on the floor. Stephanie makes the save, and she ends up in the ring between Test and Albert. Triple H makes the save. It's a DQ. Angle comes in and dumps Test. Triple H dumps Albert, and Angle is checking on Stephanie. Triple H sees it, throws Angle to the mat. Stephanie tries to break it up, and Triple H ends up shoving her to the mat. Her ref goes to pull Stephanie out of the way of danger. She slaps him. Triple H spears Angle, sets up the pedigree, and Stephanie bear hugs him to stop him. He thinks it's another ref and hits her with the elbow. Then Angle bumps Stephanie off the apron on a reverse Irish whip, and Stephanie took a nasty bump because she's standing on the apron holding on to the top ropes. She takes the bump, and she goes to fly off to the floor, but she holds on to the top rope. And so she kind of springs back into the ropes, into the apron, bumps, and then hits the floor. She should have just let go. Triple H carries Stephanie to the back, but then Angle attacks him. And, he falls down with Stephanie right on top of her. So there's that.
I mean, she's not really taking a whole lot of bumps on a weekly basis, so I kind of understand one like that where she probably hesitated too much.
Oh, she certainly did. Triple H and Stephanie are in the locker room. Foley goes to see them and says, hey, let's leave stuff out of it. And Foley books a match at Unforgiven, and Foley's going to ref. Next, you get Steve Blackman versus X-Pac for the hardcore title. Jericho gets his receipt from earlier. Blackman retains. And during the break, X-Pac jumps Jericho with nunchucks. You heard me. Main event.
You brought the nunchucks.
Where are you going, you little butt nut? Main event is Kane and Benoit versus Rock and Taker. We cut to Jericho being tended to. He's busted open pretty good. Foley joins commentary and mentions, I still have to name a number one contender, huh? Well, I still haven't made my decision. Benoit ends up getting the pin on Taker, and Foley says, you know what? They're all the number one contender, so it's going to be a fatal four-way for the world title at Unforgiven. And the show ends with rock bottoms and choke slams. And you know what? Fuck the commercial. Hit the music!
The bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
after these messages.
We'll be right back.
These new WWF figures, they got real wrestling action.
In our man shows everybody's got a price.
The American Dream will put you to sleep, and Hacksaw's gonna cut you down.
Ooh, he'll pay for that. I'll squash Hogan with my new Macho Master.
Man, Hulkster's gonna put the squeeze on you, and now you're taking the ultimate punishment. Let's get ready!
I'll crown all of ya.
New WWF figures so close to the real thing, it's like being in the ring.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
We got a little bit of both. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. Nitro is in Charlotte. Not Charlotte, no. Charlotte. Charlotte Flair.
Bring a fucking bulletproof vest.
Mm-hmm. It's not that bad. Ain't that good either, but listen, all that I know about this episode of Nitro is that, one, it is the go-home show for Fall Brawl, and the ceremony that is slated to occur.
It's also the go-home year for, never mind.
9/11? Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. Limo arrives. It's David Flair. He's in his tux. He's greeted by Crowbar. No beef, just want to say good luck. Daphne's there with apparently her new man, Ozzy. They all congratulate David. And, yeah, there's that. We see Jeff Jarrett watching from the back. He says the band needs to play tonight. So we've got this wedding ceremony. I'm sure it's going to go off without a hitch. You get the Filthy Animals, Ray and Hoovy versus Chronic for the tag titles. Disco cuts a promo on Chronic. Conan's trying to tell him to chill. Conan! Then one of the Harris brothers shows up with a camcorder, and the other Harris brother uses a camera on Adams. Disco hits his finisher on Clark. Clark kicks out of a 450 splash, and the Animals retain anyway. So there you go.
Disco still works there?
Who does? Yeah. For reasons I don't know why. Another limo arrives at Stacy Keibler and her parents, and Jeremy Borash is on commentary again. He goes, "She's wearing white." Giovanni's like, "Yeah, I don't know why, but..."
It is after Labor Day.
She's also a dirty whore. She couldn't even wear white gloves. What, are you kidding me?
2 facts in one. Boom.
Kat and Miss Jones come to the ring. Kat says Russo's in the hospital from the cage match or whatever happened. I don't know. The injunction against the Cat being commissioner was thrown out, so he's commish again. And he makes Fall Brawl title match a cage match. And he books Nash in a title match tonight against Big Papa Dump. Calls out Slap Ass and books him against, and Miss Jones takes the mic and says, "Me, I'm going to put my foot all up in your ass." Jarrett comes to the ring, says, "I'll tell you what, I'll handcuff my wrists together." I guess Jarrett's back to the women beating gimmick.
It's a good gimmick. It's okay to do it back then. Now it's frowned upon.
Yeah, remember when you could beat on women? Jeff Jarrett and the Cat Brawl.
Come beat upon me, beat upon my baby.
You know, you say to Miss Jones with one black eye or 2 black eye. Never mind. Jeff
Me and Mrs. Jones.
Jarrett and Cat Brawl. Steiner comes out. Steiner recliner. Terry Taylor sees Sting and Booker T. Tells him what just happened. Next, you get Big Vito versus Reno with Chuck Palumbo in a stickball bat on a pole match. Booker is going to be the ref for Nash Steiner. Goldberg is going to be the ringside enforcer. Palumbo interferes. Johnny the Bull makes the save. Apparently his urethra healed. But he ends up turning on Vito, and he joins the Natural Born Thrillers, and Reno gets the pin. Cat's on the phone. Booker and Sting come in. Let's take the show back. So they go into Nash, Steiner, and Jarrett's locker room, and yeah. We see the Broad with Medusa. She's going to be facing Tori Wilson tonight, and that's the next match. Tori Wilson versus Medusa. Douglas interferes, takes out the ref, actually hits a belly-to-belly to Medusa, and stole Jeff Jarrett's gimmick. Locks in the STF on Medusa and says, "Wrestle me, bitch." Kidman makes the save, struggles to send Douglas over the top with a lariat. Medusa cuts a promo, and she wants the scaffold match at Fall Brawl between Douglas and Kidman to be an intergender tag scaffold match. So, yes, that's what it's going to be.
Still can't figure out why this company went out of business. But
yeah, it's hard to pin it down, you know. We see David getting ready for the wedding. Crowbar's there. Crowbar has the Fark Mantasia sleeveless tuck shirt on.
That was wow. That was pretty decent. All right, leave me in my sleeveless shirts alone.
You must have just gotten that T-shirt you're wearing right now because it still has sleeves.
This is my one I've worn for a long time.
Oh, okay.
I'm the heel in the family. Oh, I wear this to every family event I can.
We cut to Stacy's dressing room. We hear a knock on the door. It's Jimmy Hart, naturally, and he has a registered letter for Stacy, and she just puts it aside. At this point, I've noticed commentary just keeps referencing brain surgery we're going to see on the program tonight. So, all right. Maybe it's a Shibata having his brain taken out and put back in. Another limo arrives, followed by the Magical Mystery Tour bus, and it's Mike Awesome in his new gimmick. Steiner's freaking out
for the mystery tour.
Yeah, see, there you go. They used that in a commercial lately, and that's been stuck in my head. Steiner's freaking out. Nash is all calm, and Nash is like, "Hey, remember the thing I did with Hogan? The finger poke?" He's like, Steiner's like, "I'm gonna lay down. I lay down. I shot the clerk." Yeah, it was just they're teasing doing the finger poke of Doom again, and it's great because at one point Nash just breaks the fourth wall. He looks at the camera, he's like, "Can you believe this fucking shtick we're doing?" or something like that. It's fucking great.
This dude phoned it in. He didn't give a fuck at this point.
And he was still probably one of the best things on the show.
Yeah.
That's the sad
because
part.
he wasn't giving a shit, which is probably the best. Yeah, exactly.
At that point. So you get Jeff Jarrett versus Miss Jones. Yup. Jarrett asks what these broads are thinking that they can compete with men. Kat tells the ref to give him the handcuffs and the keys, and he puts the cuffs on Jarrett, lays a couple shots in, and Miss Jones says, "Nah, I got him." We get a ref nut shot, then a nut shot to Jeff Jarrett. Miss Jones grabs the guitar, but Jarrett kicks her in the gut and hits a heat shot. Gets the 3 count. Mike Awesome comes in. He remembered to wear his gimmick this time. He takes out Jarrett. And commentary selling that Steiner and Nash aren't making the save. They say it's because they turned off the monitor so they could go over the main event match. Apparently, Nash has to actually draw out the finger poke of Doom. And it's fucking funny because he's drawing it out and trying to explain it. But like when he draws it, he draws Nash really tall. He draws himself really tall with like a big cock. And Steiner doesn't want to lay down.
That's not what you're going to use for the finger poke.
Yeah, right. Steiner doesn't want to lay down, and he storms off. So Jarrett goes to the locker room, and Nash tells him, go talk to my retarded friend. Again, see, you can't say that today, but...
Yeah, things are different.
Jim Duggan comes to the ring. Why? He's still selling the cancer diagnosis, and he says there's one opponent no man can beat, Father Time. Didn't he do this already?
I was going to say, we saw this promo last year, didn't we?
Yeah, pretty much. He retires from WCW and pro wrestling. Yeah. Stop, don't. I need someone young, strong, and I need someone young, strong, and tough enough to carry the flag. So naturally, it's General Rection.
Holy shit. I'm just remembering where this is all heading to, but go ahead.
So he comes to the ring. Then Lance Storm comes with major guns, runs down Duggan in the USA, and Storm says, "We'll have a title match at Fall Brawl, but let's fight tonight." So Duggan joins commentary. Rection wins. MIA come out to celebrate, and they play Duggan's music. And it's basically almost a recreation of Lex Luger not winning the title. It's basically what it is. We cut to Stacy Keibler's dressing room. She finally decides to open that letter she got, and oh my God, shock face, and we cut to break. Next, we get the wedding of David Flair and Stacy Keibler. Crowbar and Daphne are in the ring, so are the bride and groom. It's a good time for David to cut a promo. He wants to get a few things off his chest, says he let his friends and family down, and calls Arn Anderson to the ring. Arn Anderson gives marriage advice. When she mouths off, you pull out that Glock. No, I'm just kidding.
Solid.
Gives some marriage advice, and David says, one person's missing. Dad, come out here. So Rick comes to the ring, and here's the best part. Because I believe the last time we saw Ric Flair, he got his heat shaved. And they're referencing his hair growing back. He didn't go back to the old locks like he used to have. He basically just took David's haircut.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got old-ass Ric Flair with the fucking Bart Simpson haircut.
I'm hip. I'm like my kid.
Yeah, no, you're terrible. And he has that haircut for the remainder of Nitro as a show. Doesn't change.
Yeah. Oh, I remember.
Then we get some cops heading to the ring. Boris is like, well, let me go find out what the fuck's happening. Detective comes out and says, Russo put a restraining order on Ric Flair. You can't be within 100 feet of the arena, so we're going to arrest you. And, yeah, we cut to break, and back from break, there's apparently no wedding. And, I think that's a good thing. They don't want that anniversary date anyway. So we cut to Russo. It's Russo that's having brain surgery. He's got a blood clot, and they have a doctor showing footage of the procedure, and it's going to be a 2 to 5 month recovery.
God, if we only
could only be so lucky. Then we get Sting versus the Harris Brothers in a handicap match, because why not? Chronic interference, Sting wins. Jarrett's with Steiner. Jarrett's trying to convince Scott to play along, and Steiner says F that. We cut to Stacy in a locker room pacing. David goes to see her and says, come on, let's go get married. She's like, well, let's just do it another time. And so we're going to try this again. Speak, priest!
Nice.
He asks, Father! I should have used it for the last segment. The priest asks if there's any objections. They do the tease where they pan around. Everybody looks around. No, we're good. But Stacy Keibler raises her hand. And you know how I told you we're pregnant? You're not pregnant? Oh, no. I'm pregnant. But it's not yours. I'm out. Bye. And Keibler bounces, that dirty bitch. Just gets on a limo, drives off. It's Vince's. Mike Awesome is walking to the Partridge Family bus with the broad, and the Natural Born Thrillers jump him. Moment of the night. I'm going to have to take a sip of beer for this one. Excuse me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Mean Gene is back. He's with Scott Steiner. Says, I don't lay down for nobody. And I decided to transcribe the promo because I don't understand why we never talk about this one. This has to be one of his best terrible promos ever.
There's so many to choose from.
So this is going to go a little bit here, but yeah, let's run this real quick here. All right, ready? Rooney. All right. This right, Mean Gene. I don't lay down for nobody, and whoever I leave here world champion tonight, it don't matter because it's not going to change my focus on getting even with Goldberg for fracturing my face. And in Fall Brawl, Goldberg, I'm going to get even for you fracturing my face, and I'm going to prove to you that I'm the man with the largest arms in the world. I'm the genetic freak, and size does matters. But that statement, Mean Gene, comes true whether I'm in the ring or out of the ring. See, when I have my freaks horizontal, they understand size. They appreciate size, and size does matter. And they know they don't have to wait for the Earth to rotate on a 47-degree axis so the stars can touch the sky and create an equinox so they can see the Big Dipper. No. All they got to do is call Big Papa, because I'm the man with the Big Dipper, and satisfaction is coming when I go behind and do the bump and grind, and it's only a matter of time because they call me the Big Bad Booty Daddy. So Goldberg, realize this. I only care about two things in the world: my freaks and my peaks. And when I beat your bull ass down in Fall Brawl and I'm about to put you in a Steiner recliner, I'm going to whisper in your ear, size does matter, bitch.
They have my freaks horizontal. They know size matters. Yo, I just found our new intro for the show.
They don't have to wait for the Earth to rotate on a 47-degree axis so the stars can touch the sky and create an equinox so they can see the Big Dipper.
Good for him. You're right. That's actually, that should be up there almost as well as his math one.
Bro.
I mean, that's, the dude just
and the whole time me and Gene's like, yeah, that's actually a good point.
I've heard some of these words.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus. I had to do it. All right, that brings us to That brings us to the main event. It's Nash versus Steiner for the world title. Cat's on commentary. Booker's ref. Cuts a promo pre-match about winning his title back. Goldberg's the enforcer. Booker gets beat down by Steiner and Nash early. Goldberg eventually makes the save. Then Charles Robinson comes down as the second ref. I spotted a sign. Big Dick Dunkham. Like Bobby Dunkham Jr., who passed away this January in January of 2000. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. They are in Charlotte. So this just turns into Steiner and Nash versus Goldberg and Booker. Why didn't you just book that match, Booger? And then the Natural Born Thrillers drive the Partridge Family bus into the arena, make the save. Then Jeff Jarrett comes in. Steiner gets a lead pipe. Booker gets put through the windshield of the bus. Goldberg gets cuffed to the front of the bus on the radiator, gets beat down with the lead pipe. And as the show goes off the air, Goldberg rips off the radiator and looks like he's free. And then that's it. Good night, folks.
And the family pops out. Hey, I think I love you. So what am I so afraid of? He kept saying Partridge Family. It's a jam.
Yeah, I got you. Now I see where you're at.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we go to the top topic and you can come see about me.
The Top of Wrestling proudly presents to you a Big Four production. Non-wrestling. The following has absolutely nothing to do with wrestling. Just two sick, demented fucks talking about whatever the hell they feel like. If you get easily offended, we appreciate you listening this far, and we'll catch you later. Now bring on the dick jokes.
You keep me crying, baby, for you. Baby, you crying, baby, for you.
Yeah, man. Fucking A. About me. So I was watching I don't know, man. There's TV shows you watch over and over again, right? House was one,
sure.
and I did that. So I heard "Set Me Free" on one of the episodes. That song just got stuck in my head, right? And who doesn't love the fucking Supremes, right? But I went over. So I played. You had talked about. We referenced it last week, I believe it was, and you said, "Oh, Vanilla Fudge, they do the best version." So at Darts, I played the Vanilla Fudge version. Love it. And then I went to Wheezy's, and I just grabbed his phone when he was playing music, and I pulled it up. And at first, he did the thing where he wanted to, give me shit. And then he heard the song. He's like, oh, shit. We ended up listening to the Supremes and the Ronettes for, like, the rest of the night. I love the Ronettes.
Each night I heard you close, I needed you so.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
Be my baby.
Right, man.
Yeah.
Be my baby. Yeah, I grew up on Motown, man. It was a huge thing. It was a joke that my dad was the whitest black guy I knew. Honestly, he grew up in downtown Rochester, and all of his friends were all listening to Temptations, Marvin Gaye, Al Green, Four Tops, Diana
couple
Ross.
of white guys.
So, yeah. Otis Redding, a couple of white guys. That's excellent. A couple-week reference there. So I grew up on Motown, man, and honestly, it's one of my favorite eras. And they tried to recreate it. I think one band-ish tried to do a little bit of recreation, and that's Bruno Mars. They tried to have some soul and harmony there. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'll get shit for this. I know I will. For anybody who's about to hear this part, they're gonna be like, "I fucking knew it, that fairy." But I was a huge fan of Boyz II Men.
Oh yeah,
because I grew up in a. But I also, because of the Motown era.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh yeah, man, like, that's my favorite shit. So, oh man, Delphonics.
Delphonics.
Your mind this time.
Yeah. Didn't
so yeah,
do
randomly
it,
you brought all that stuff.
baby.
Yeah, good. Yeah, because you brought up Diana Ross right before the second half here, and yeah, like I said, Vanilla Fudge. That version is just, I think it. I'm one of those people that I don't like a new version of a song. Generally, I'm like, leave the fucking shit alone. Make up your own song.
Right.
But I'm also a goddamn cover artist, so that's even funnier.
Yeah, that's true.
Right? You know what I mean? Like that's
ironic.
Exactly what I fucking do.
Don't you think?
Right. However, I'll give credit when credit's due to the right song.
Sure.
I won't say it's better, and you know how much I hate Dave Matthews. That's 100% true, right? But listening to their version, the soul and energy they put into All Along the Watchtower,
yeah,
it's solid. You know what I mean? I will not give you shit for it if you can do a really good cover. And Vanilla Fudge, man, the You Keep Me Hanging On, it's a completely different version too. That's the other thing. It doesn't even sound a little bit like the other one. It's completely. It sounds theatrical in Vanilla Fudge's version.
Absolutely, and Vanilla Fudge opened for Hendrix a lot back in the day, so in the same vein of that almost, I don't want to say acid rock, but I mean definitely it's just a fucking good tune. The music all around. It's a very long intro, so when you're listening to it and don't know what it is, and then you hear the lyrics, because he just comes in and he starts singing, and you're like, oh shit, okay.
Like I said, ain't nothing I can do about it. It's very good version. If I had a band again, that's the version I would do. I would like to do that song.
There you go.
Another song I actually like by Diana Ross that I actually want to do is You
Can't Hurry
is
Love.
Empty without you, babe.
Oh, okay.
No, not You Can't Hurry
Okay.
Love. My World is Empty.
Okay.
That fucking song is solid. I love My World is Empty without you. But no, You Can't Hurry Love is also good, man. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start a Diana Ross band. I'm gonna wear the hair and everything.
Gonna look like a Whoopi in Jumpin' Jack Flash.
I was gonna say Sister Act, same thing.
Well, no, because she goes into the party and she's dressed like she starts singing. I think You Can't Hurry Love or something like that. But then she goes upstairs and her dress gets caught in the shredder and her wig gets all fucked up. So she comes out looking like Tina Turner.
Yo, we can't watch any Whoopi Goldberg movies around my father-in-law. He refuses. Why? He hates her. He fucking hates.
She too woke or something?
No. It had nothing to do with that. He just never has liked her. Because I was
she's funny as shit.
I was saying to my wife, I'm like, well, Sister Act just, no, we weren't allowed to watch that in our house. I'm like, why? She's like, oh, my dad hates Whoopi Goldberg. So I was like, oh, no shit. I'm like, because there's a couple of movies I like with her. Made in America, the one with Ted Danson, where Nia Long and Will Smith are in there, and he was a part of a sperm bank, and she doesn't know who her father is. He's a truck salesman. That movie is fucking hysterical to me. And then, of course, you and I have talked about the Baby, what'd you do to your hair? Ghost, she's too good in that.
Absolutely. Alma May.
Prospect Willie? So, actually, I got to tell you, this past weekend, we went to a Syracuse Orange football game. First of all, a fuck of a time, because I bought tickets on StubHub several days before, and it said your tickets will show up at 9 a.m. the day of the game.
Oh, sweet.
We're recording right now, and I still haven't gotten my tickets.
Oh.
I ended up having to get a refund, arguing with, like, the help desk thing, and it was like, it was an automated one. It was like, have you tried doing this? Motherfucker, I've done all this. And it was a chat, right? And then it said, someone's going to call you. And we're on the shuttle. It said, someone's going to call you in 15 minutes. And I don't know why, but my phone just hit, I must have hit something, and I hit the word return. And here's how much I talk wrestling. No bullshit. It said, don't worry, an agent will get with you in 15 minutes. I wrote back, raw. Just raw. I don't know why. No one called me back, by the way. However, I ended up doing it again while at the game. Got a refund. Dealt with all that. We're good.
All right. Wasn't it a comeback win?
It was a comeback win, but we left because they were getting fucking demolished, which was so funny compared to what Sunday was like, too. You know what I mean? It's like, and we're like, let's get the fuck out of here. The quarterback sucked. We had to move. We were just, whatever. But we did go to the Syracuse game on Sunday. Man, there was something I was leading into that actually kind of hit. Oh, I was trying to think. I'm like, the last time I ever went to a Syracuse game, the only game I ever went to was with Whiskey Man, and I want to say it was Mercer, and for sure, your brother. Because I remember this guy in front of us was getting mad that we were, like, wooing, and I was definitely doing my, shit like that, and he kept giving us looks or whatever. So I remember solidly when Syracuse got a touchdown. Your brother just like got right behind the guy's head and was like, "Whoa!" like screaming right there, and I just couldn't stop laughing.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that was my last time in the Dome. And it's not even the Carrier Dome now. It's the JMA Dome or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Last time, I don't think I've ever seen a sporting event there. Last time I was there was for McCartney.
Which, the acoustics in the place, we couldn't even hear the marching band. I don't even know how you dealt with McCartney at that place.
Wasn't bad.
No.
Must be different for concerts.
That's everything I got to bring.
Oh, sweet.
Stuff.
So
what do you got?
So it's fucking hilarious because I text you the other night. I'm like, hey man, your house before you went out on the RV. Did you live near this street? You're like, I don't know. Doesn't sound familiar. I'm like, word?
You just said, did you live near this street? You didn't say your old house. You just said, did you live near this street?
Okay.
I don't know, man. I've been living everywhere for the last 8 years.
I've lived everywhere, man. I've lived everywhere. So I send you the picture of the map, and you're like, holy shit, yeah, I did. I lived like right there.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's what I thought because I knew you lived on the corner, bro, dude. So for school baseball, for high school baseball, they got a booster club. Hooray! Just what I fucking want to be involved with, a bunch of fucking suburban parents that have known each other for 20 years.
Well, and I texted you, I said, yeah, that's kind of the ritzy area. Like, once you cross over past this one little pond, every house was, like, gorgeous.
And I remember that when I left your house, when you were living there, I remember I left one time, and I started driving through the neighborhood. I'm like, holy shit, what a big jump. And listen, your old house was nice.
It changes quick.
Yeah, your old house was nice. You had a nice property.
Right.
Everything. It was beautiful. But it was a big jump. Like, so I start going down this street, and I'm like, yep, this is what I figured. So Mrs. ODM's like, we got to go. How do we get out of this? I'm like, don't fucking go. It's a fucking booster meeting. Nobody's going to be there anyway. It's just, you know what I mean? And she's like, no, well, we should go. I'm like, fuck. So finally I decide, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to follow my sort. I'm like, babe, you stay home. I'll fucking go. And you know, like, when you're doing shit like that, you build it up in your head, right? And, you know, you're like, this
everything
is
I do.
suck. This is going to suck. Yeah. Oh, God, these people are going to be assholes. I'm going to fucking hate them. They're going to be douchey.
Every Tuesday at 4 o'clock.
And then, welcome to my world. So
no, but I do get it. Honestly,
right.
I hype myself up for the worst of scenarios for everything I go to. I'm like, this person's gonna do this one's gonna do this. I'm gonna fucking fight with
and
this
most
person.
of the time,
I'm probably going to jail tonight. No, right, and everything's fine. But like, you think
most of the
worst
time,
of
everything's fine. This has exceeded my expectations. Because again, I'm driving down the street and I'm like, yep, this is the ritzy neighborhood I remember driving through after I left Mark's the one time. And our house is right across the street from one of the ponds. Naturally, right? And I fucking pull up and I walk in, and it is the waspiest house I've ever been to in my entire life.
Take your shoes off.
Oh yeah, no, had to take my shoes off. So here's the thing.
Yo,
those of you,
if you have a bunch of adults at your house,
yeah,
do not ask them to take. It's not a bunch of kids, all right? Do not. Anyway.
Yeah, I'm not even done here. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the term WASP, it's White Anglo-Saxon. Wow, I just butchered that. Basically, it means as white gets.
Yes.
That's what it means. All right. To hype myself up, I pounded 3 beers before I went there.
Not hammered, just slightly buzzed.
just normal, able to deal with people.
I would do the same thing, just 3 different plates of chicken nuggets, same exact thing.
Exactly.
I'm like, I want to make myself get as level as possible here.
So I show up, and it's funny because there's a car in front of me that also missed the turn to go down the street. So she pulled out in the driveway, and and then I had to turn around, and I ended up following her. So we made a joke about it. So all right, a little icebreaker. The husband of the lady who was hosting this was in his garage working out. And he yeah.
What is he, Kevin Spacey in American Beauty?
No, yeah, fucking douchier, dude. He had the white sweatshirt on with the white backwards hat.
Oh, come on. I mean, I do the backwards hat, but that's just because I like.
No, he fit the bill. I didn't even say shit to him. I just walked by and I go in the house. Reeks of pumpkin spice.
Oh my God, I'm already dying here. So the house is pumpkin spice, so we got a patchouli smell going. All right.
I take off my shoes, and one thing I said to myself before I got there, I was like, I bet you I'm going to walk in, there's going to be 4 bottles of wine on the table. Fucking sure as shit, I go in the kitchen, there's fucking a bottle of Prosecco, a bottle of white, a bottle of this. And then she had like some 32 calorie Coronas. I'm like, fine, I'll take one of those. So I took one of those.
I'll take one of those water bottles, thank you.
Yeah, exactly, right? I'm like, fine. But I'm looking around at the kitchen, and it's fucking gorgeous. It's like out of Better Homes and Gardens, right? I mean, it's a show house. They have the "This Is Us" fucking Hobby Lobby sign on their fucking wall.
Oh, Jesus.
Their fridge was a side-by-side, stainless steel built into the wall. And one door is the fridge, one's the freezer. One of those doors was wider than my fridge, my entire fucking fridge.
So that guy does cocaine and hookers all day long and come home.
Oh, no, here's the best part. He comes in while we're having the booster meeting, and he just starts making his fucking fruit protein shake. Bag of frozen blueberries and mixed berries, puts them in the can, in the fucking jug.
No one's acknowledging
powder.
him. He's just back there doing shit.
Oh, no, then he fucking runs the blender.
How many men are there?
Besides douchebag and myself, one parent that I kind of know. I don't even know his name. I know his kid is on the school baseball team. That's about all I know. And then I knew one other parent there. That's about it. But this bitch had the fucking fake eyelashes on. She was fucking bro. And then here's the best part. It was from 7 to 8. We get to about 7:20, and I'm like, I shouldn't drink those beers. I gotta piss. Then like 7:40 hits, I'm like, I can do this. I'll be fine. I don't want to have to use their bathroom. I want to go. Then 7:55 happens, and somebody made a joke, and I used that. I was trying to do the George Costanza. All right, I'm out of here. You know what I mean? So I slide the chair back where it came from, ended up standing for another 5 minutes, and then I'm like, you know what? I have to. I'm like, do you mind if I use your restroom? And I fucking unloaded 5 gallons of piss, and I was fucking out of there.
If it's piss, that's not a problem. When I have to take a shit,
100%,
I'm like, I gotta go home.
Yeah, but that house looks like a house you don't pee in. You know what I'm saying? That's how fucked up it was. And I only saw a small part of it, bro. It was fucked up. And outside, they had a batting cage. It was nicer than the batting cages that they have at the parks we play in. It's fucking insane. But here's the best thing. I walk out of the house, I get in the car, I'm like, God damn it. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting there in my car, I'm like, God damn it, I smell like pumpkin spice. It reeked so much in there. I get home and I'm busting Jackie's balls. I'm just like, what the fuck? Why I can't? You owe me. I can't believe. I still smell like pumpkin spice. She hugs me and smells my. She's like, oh my God, you do.
I'd have started throwing my shirt at her and things like that. Be like, here, this is because of you, and this is because of you. Oh my God, yo, I don't know what's funnier, man. The ritzy fucking bougie bullshit or Mr. I'm working out and comes in and works on the fucking blender.
What a fucking Momo. What a fucking Momo. Yeah, it was terrible. My kid's working at Abbott's. He just texted me. He says he thinks he just met Lou Graham.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Said he has double vision. You get it. See what I did there?
And when things get a little bit urgent, it feels like the first time. But he's been waiting for a girl like you to be his jukebox hero. Want to keep this fucking game going?
It's just only because he wants to know what love is.
He's a dirty white boy.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
All right, let's stop.
You know what, Dad? Fuck Lou Graham.
Just my uncle was actually in a band with Lou Graham back in the day.
Oh no shit! Dog or something dog or some shit like that.
No, he was in a couple of different ones. This one was Lucifer. Lucifer. Another one was not Dog. Christ, why am I missing the name on it? I can't remember. But Lucifer is the one that him and my uncle were a part of.
Sweet, that's pretty cool.
Most covers kind of shit, but that's what they did.
Yeah, that's how you start sometimes. You know what I mean? So,
my
kid's got
welcome to my game.
Yeah, right. Well, that's what my kid's band does. They're playing Sunday, so that'll be interesting. I think they might play an original that they wrote, so I hope they do. It'll be good to hear. I've heard them riff before.
You, Dad!
Maybe. You never know. You never fucking know.
Best thing I ever did. Oh, go ahead.
No. Finish it up. What are you saying?
All right.
Keep it going.
I may have brought this up before, but
I'll stop you.
I invited a girl that came out to a gig one time that was an ex-girlfriend. She really wanted to get back together. We were only a couple months apart. She had cheated, all this shit, and The reason she wanted to come back is she saw that me, Nate, me and my boys were fucking killing it in Brockport and playing gigs and getting known. And I said, I'm going to do a song. I'm going to do this one just for you. And she got all fucking happy. And I did Bob Dylan's Don't Think Twice, It's All Right. Because the best part is, I ain't saying you treated me unkind. You could have done plenty, but I don't mind. You just kind of wasted my precious time. Don't think twice, it's all right. She watched my face as I sang it, and I was smiling. She walked out of the bar right after that. No bullshit.
Well, at least she got the message, right?
She got the fucking message. Got
That's the important part.
message. Felt really fun about that. But anyway, so...
Fuck them and feed them.
Yeah. So where were you going with your next statement?
Oh, I was going to bring up the Karen baseball thing, because I know we talked about it a little bit earlier. But one of the cool things that I saw was, I think the algorithm in Facebook is starting to go the other way, and I've just been seeing videos of. I think it was so. The first thing that I saw was the day after. I think it was Yankees were playing in Toronto. Judge hits a home run. Blue Jays fan catches it, sees a kid wearing a Judge shirt right below him, and fucking just hands him the ball right away. First of all, Canadians are just so much nicer, so that doesn't fucking surprise me.
They know what it's all about.
But the fucking kid just fucking started bawling. It was just good shit, It was good, wholesome shit. So I've been seeing a lot of videos or compilations of that happening. Even where it's a kid giving a kid another kid a foul ball, or shit like that. It's just heartwarming shit.
Did you see the Savannah Bananas mock it?
Oh, dude, it was so great. It was so great. The Grinch. Yeah, absolutely outstanding. Yeah.
They mocked that Coldplay thing right after. That's a team I need to go see, is the Savannah Bananas. Man.
Good luck. You realize how fast they sell those fucking tickets out?
No, I know. That's my point.
That's fucking crazy.
They're the thing to see.
I would love to go see them. Fuck yeah.
It's funny, though, man. That lady, watching her turn around and flip everybody off, I'm like, again, was it worth it? And, the rumors are that she worked at a school district and lost her job. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know if that's true, but yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? When Hawk Tua made it big, everybody said that she was a kindergarten teacher and lost her job. She was just a fucking hick that just got lucky.
Yeah,
or a plant. This lady, oh, God. It's one of those moments where I'm like, just one time on air, someone should have headbutted her and be like, future Karens of the world, this could happen to you. Someone's got to take one for the team.
I don't like people playing on my phone. Yeah, just some random female fan comes up and just fucking bitch slaps her. That would have been fucking awesome. Why didn't the mother of that fucking family slap the shit out of her?
I think she was in shock, too.
If that was Mrs. ODM, she would have fucking strangled her.
Oh, yeah. Now, kind of speaking of, not really speaking of, but I think it was a Korn show or a Slipknot show. Did you see the guy that was really enjoying himself up in the upper deck? The dude that jumped down and punched him in the side of the head, I'm like, I want to be you. It's one of those moments where you're like, all these kids are right here. It's the one chance I could punch a pedophile right in the side of the fucking ear.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, listen, because he's fucking... Yeah, dude.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah,
let's back this shit up, okay? Let's back this shit up. You, Mrs. ODM, and let's say 6 and 8-year-old Xavier, and
all right, fine. You're sold.
Okay.
I'm sold.
You see it, you're going to lose your fucking mind. The guy that jumped down, that was the best part, is how he jumped. He completely skipped an entire row, landed right in the dead center of the concrete, and pop right in the ear. And I was like, oh, I want to be you.
Whew.
And then the guy was trying to finish as the... Then he was trying to finish as the cops were taking him away. And Randall Hicks was like, well, did he come?
Jesus, Gil.
Gil Hicks. That's what it was, not Randall Hicks.
There's some things you just don't talk about. True story.
As he just went through the whole thing, and everybody started whipping out. Everybody else is jerking off.
Yeah, like he goes, everybody started whipping, their respective pieces out.
Oh, no, man, it's funny because I always make the joke. I'm like, I'll punch a kid in the face if I can get that foul ball before him.
Yeah,
deep down, man, I'm not going to rip it out of someone else's hands. I don't give a fuck that much, man. Like again, I'm not, I mean...
I did the good thing at a Red Wings game. We got the one foul ball in Toronto, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, of all the fucking Red Wings games I've got to, I think I got one once, and it wasn't even and then the one that grazed, Mrs. ODM. It was a game where there wasn't a lot of people there. So, it landed in the section over where nobody was sitting, so I ran and grabbed it. But as I ran and grabbed it, I saw this really little kid standing there, and I'm like, I have to give it to so I gave it to
Brogue
the kid,
Brogue.
Sweet chin music. Is there a barbershop window around?
I did actually race against a kid once on like the lawn part of their Red Wings for a foul ball. And again, same thing. Like once he got there, I was like, all right, fuck it, take it. I'm like, there's a lot of people here. I know how society works. I'm a bad guy if I take this from a kid right here.
Remember what you said about everybody having their phones out,
That's what I'm saying, man. Everybody's ready to record at all times. And like I said, was it worth it waking up the next morning as public enemy number one? Whether you did or didn't lose your job, I don't give a fuck. Dude, if you were my second aunt or a fucking long-distance cousin or just someone I knew, I'd be embarrassed as fuck to even know that I knew you. If I watched that, I would have been sick in my stomach. I was sick seeing it as someone who would really go up and... Here's the thing. It's not like it was, like I said to you before, it's not like it was a bunch of fucking drunk, rowdy guys. It was a guy holding his kid and being like, here, son, I got you a ball. And she just, it was uncalled for, man. It was too much. But was it worth it for everything that you're about to endure for the next at least month? You're fucked.
I bet you she's one of those people that's just so jaded and deluded that she probably doesn't look at it that way. You know what I mean?
I watched her get in the face of another guy, like getting in his face, and then started to like flip everybody else off. Like I was like, wow, she's really just making the rounds. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Call me the bad guy. I'm gonna start flipping you all off. Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah, well, the bad guy. Oh wait, that's wrestling. We can't talk about that. Never mind.
It's gangster.
Yeah, see now. No, just twatty is what it is. Cunty.
No, it was definitely Karen-y and twatty. I will give you that.
Yep. 100%. So this morning I was supposed to have a dentist appointment today, 10:30, right? Just a cleaning. And my alarm goes off. I'm like, I'm going to sleep in a little bit and I'll fucking log on for a little bit, do some work and go to the dentist, come back, finish out the day. I put the phone down and it starts ringing. And I'm like, that's not an alarm, that's a phone call. And I look at it, and it's one of those people at work that always just calls me directly instead of following like the protocol or reaching out to whoever's on call or whatever, something like that. I'm like, nope, not answering it. Yeah. Fucking voicemail, and it immediately rings again. And she's done this to me where she has called 4 to 6 times within 1 minute. But it wasn't her; it was somebody else. And I answer the phone. I'm like, hey, what's going on over here? I'm like, I don't know. You tell me. I'm like, well, what do you fucking think I am, clairvoyant? You think I just stare at my fucking work email all day? So this morning was just an absolute shit show, and I was fucking freaking the fuck out, dude. Yeah, dude, it was rough. So if I seemed a little off in the first half of the show, my apologies. Like I said, I was still just coming. And then somebody, of course, had to schedule a 4:00 meeting. Yeah, dude, work's just kind of
when you're like, we're getting started late. I'm like, hey, man, that's on you. The later we start, the drunker I am, and that's on all of us.
Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, sometimes that's better that way. Sometimes it's not. I don't know. So,
I get it, man. I absolutely do get it. Sometimes. Maybe not necessarily now, but I know what you mean.
How's that going anyway?
It's going. Life is here. We're here.
All right. That's good.
Especially with the bad leg.
Oh, that's right. The gimpy leg. You never got your second opinion, huh?
Benefits kick in gotcha.
Okay.
We get in second, third, and fourths.
There you go. Second, third,
buffet
and fourth.
Of doctors.
Yeah, just be careful which place you go. You might be better off in Watertown than you were in Richland.
No, it wasn't even Richland, man. It was in fucking Syracuse.
Oh, you ended up going to Syracuse. That's right.
Yeah, I went to an ortho specialist, and this dude fucking literally said, "Where's a flashlight? I want to see it." And he put a flashlight up to my leg like he was going to see something in the inside. That's a real story.
Wow.
Yeah.
Can you get me a helicopter ride to Rochester, please?
bringing you to the best place here in Syracuse. Nope. Drop me anywhere you want. Avenue D. I know a guy who can stitch me up there.
Fucking some Jamaican faith healer or some shit.
I would still trust it more than that place, to be honest with you at this point.
Jesus Christ.
I bet you that's probably a decent place to wrap up, right?
Avenue D?
Yeah, I mean, Life. It's a great place to wrap it up is on Life, just Avenue D.
I got nothing else.
I wish I did. I brought all my things to the table, especially Syracuse this past weekend. Go Bills. I will say I'm excited that the weekend that I'm going to be moving, the Bills are playing the Thursday before. Woohoo! So the weekend I'm moving, I won't be really missing a game. That'll be nice.
Sweet.
Well, next week, when we come back, a good old classic 80s movie. Judge Reinhold, not really a judge, and Fred Savage, vice versa, which came up from just talking about that chick that was in the movie. Somehow she was in something else, and we're like, oh, yeah, she was in vice versa, and I don't even know how we got there. And here we are. I'll be honest with you. I'm excited about talking about this one. It's actually, I think this is not talked about enough. I think it's a fun
I can't wait to rewatch it.
Are you actually planning on doing that this week?
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, 100%. Nice. Yeah.
What is it? What's the problem? Hey, it said what I said. The moose. Is it moose or is it meese?
Meese. Mises.
Oh, shit. That'll be fun. Next week, we'll be back as always. Plus, I believe we got a pay-per-view next week for WCW.
Good old Fall Brawl.
Fall Brawl 2000.
The last one ever.
It is. So we'll be back. I'm the Professor. I bid you a farewell. He is ODM. Here's some thoughts that he's going to leave you with that you should ponder about for the rest of the week.
Yeah, be careful for them crazy-ass, waspy white bitches living over in the bougie area where Professor used to live. A.K.A. I had nothing for you. So go Bills, hit the music.
You didn't say thanks, Professor.
The Bills make me wanna shout, kick your heels up and shout, throw your hands up and shout, throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo, let's go Buffalo. The Bills make me wanna shout. Make some noise, Buffalo Bills.
The Top of Wrestling Podcast is brought to you by The Top of Wrestling Podcast. Your hosts are the Professor Mark Fantasia and ODM The Doc Joe Rizzo. Feel free to reach out to the show by email at thetopofwrestling@gmail.com, on their Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. You can listen to the show on most popular platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, Pandora, and YouTube. Without your continued support, it would be just some guys talking wrestling, which is pretty much what it is anyway. Good night, folks.
Go from
Fair
there.
enough. I just, because I don't have to waste a whole breath of good if you're going to just do it.
Oh, that's the fun. And besides the point, don't you think I wouldn't tell you even if you did ask me if I was going to interrupt
That is
you. But I can
fair.
assure you I will not do it today.
Fair. Yeah, this is wrestling, so you never know. What?
This dumbass just left.
What?
It's on there. You got to save it because I just go, this dumbass just left.
Yo, after I just said there's no issues, I literally watch it turn off the program and it goes, internet connection lost. I go, what the fuck?
Never fails, man. Just like my day at work. Yeah.
Did I tell you that my uncle should have been on the 9/11 plane?
No.
I think.
Hey, my uncle and your uncle.
I'm trying to think what movie. Once upon a time in Hollywood, they used that Vanilla Fudge song when Brad Pitt. You've seen that movie, I assume. When the three people try breaking into what would have been that famous actress's house or whatever it was.
The Tates.
The Tates, yes. And he ends up at Brad Pitt's, and he ends up throwing the fucking the dog can of food at the dude. He's like, you had a real stupid name. And he's like, I'm the devil. I'm here to do the devil's work. He goes, nah, I was dumber than that. And he's all fucked up on, like, I think he had like a pot brownie or mushrooms or some shit like that. But him beating the fuck out the chick's face on the mantle, the dog getting involved, all that shit. All while You Keep Me Hanging On from Vanilla Fudge is playing in the background. It's just the shit. I'm a very big fan of a song that can play in the background and make me remember that scene.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Tarantino's really good at that.
Three from Hell, which is the Devil's Rejects movies.
Oh, okay.
In their last movie, Three from Hell, they use Indigada Devita. And, it was perfect timing for how, like, they just did certain parts with some of the fighting and shit. Love a good song.
All right.
So maybe we'll talk about that in non-wrestling.